Welcome back to Brain Space. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic that can help you in everyday life: how to spot a liar. Have you ever had a feeling someone wasn't being entirely truthful, but just couldn't put your finger on why? Well, today we'll break it down with 10 easy tips to help you spot a liar, whether it's in a casual conversation, at work, or even in personal relationships. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to detect dishonesty with ease. So let's get started. Tip number 1: inconsistencies in their story. One of the easiest ways to spot a liar is to pay close attention to the story they're telling. If details keep changing, or if parts of their story seem to contradict each other, that's a major red flag. Most liars have trouble keeping track of their own falsehoods, so inconsistencies are common. For example, someone might tell you they were home all day, but later mention meeting someone for coffee. Keep track of these little discrepancies. Tip number 2: watch for nervous body language. Liars often give themselves away through their body language. Nervous tics, like touching their face, fidgeting, or avoiding eye contact, are signs that the person may be uncomfortable because they're not telling the truth. While these signs aren't foolproof, if you notice them along with other behaviors, you might be onto something. Tip number 3: too many details. When someone is lying, they might try to overcompensate by giving way too many unnecessary details. They're trying to make the story seem more believable by adding complexity, but this can actually work against them. If you notice someone going into strange, irrelevant details, it might be their way of trying too hard to convince you. For example, if someone tells you they were stuck in traffic, they may over-explain every stoplight or mention exact times. Tip number 4: their tone changes. Pay attention to someone's tone of voice when they speak. Liars often get quieter, speak faster, or use a different pitch when they're lying. Their voice might crack, or they could stumble over their words because they're nervous or unsure of their lie. Listen carefully to how their speech flows. Any sudden changes could indicate dishonesty. Tip number 5: defensiveness and evasion. If you ask someone a direct question and they immediately get defensive or try to change the subject, that could be a sign they're hiding something. Liars often avoid answering questions head-on and may try to redirect the conversation back to you or to something else entirely. For example, they might say, "Why would you even ask me that?" instead of answering the question directly. Tip number 6: lack of eye contact or too much of it. We've all heard the classic advice that liars avoid eye contact. While that can be true, some liars do the opposite. They might overcompensate by staring too intensely at you to appear more honest. If someone is making unusual eye contact patterns, whether avoiding your gaze or locking eyes too much, it can be a sign they're trying to hide something. Tip number 7: the fake smile. Liars may often use a fake smile to cover up their deception. A real smile involves more than just the mouth. It engages the muscles around the eyes as well. If someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes, it could be a sign that they're trying to mask their true emotions. The next time you suspect someone might be lying, watch their smile carefully to see if it's genuine. Tip number 8: they repeat your question. A common trick liars use is to repeat your question before answering it. This gives them extra time to think about what they're going to say, and it's a stalling tactic to make sure they don't slip up. For example, if you ask, "Did you go to that meeting?" and they respond, "Did I go to that meeting? Yeah, I did." It might be a sign they're crafting a lie. Tip number 9: changes in their behavior. If someone's demeanor changes suddenly during a conversation, it could be a sign they're lying. Maybe they were relaxed at first, but became tense when the subject shifted. These sudden shifts in behavior can signal discomfort, and discomfort can signal dishonesty. If you notice someone suddenly becoming more guarded or anxious, it could be a clue. Tip number 10: trust your gut feeling. Sometimes, your instincts know more than you think. If you have a strong feeling that someone is lying, it's worth paying attention to that gut feeling. Your subconscious mind often picks up on subtle cues that you might not be fully aware of, such as body language or speech patterns. While it's important not to rely on your gut alone, don't dismiss it either. So, there you have it. 10 simple but powerful tips to help you spot a liar. Remember, while no single sign is definitive, when you notice a combination of these behaviors, it's a strong indication that something isn't right. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating insights into human behavior. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.